Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, here is your mathematics teacher Muhammad Amjad Said from Pakistan International School, Taif. We will continue our lecture number 21, exercise 2.5, question number 2. In question number 2, if alpha beta are the roots of this, form equation whose roots are this one. If alpha beta are the roots of given equation is x square minus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0, form equation whose roots are number 1 2 alpha plus 1, 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1. Dear students, here is the given equation. The roots of this equation are alpha beta and roots of new equation are this one. So here is sum of roots of given equation is equal to alpha plus beta is equal to minus into minus 3 over 1, that is 3. Alpha plus beta is equal to 3. And product of roots is equal to alpha beta, that is c over a. Alpha beta is equal to 6 over 1, that is 6. Check that. This is sum of roots of given equation. This one. Minus b over a. Product of roots of given equation is c over a, 6 over 1 is 6. These are the values which will be applied for all parts. Alpha plus beta and alpha beta, these are the values which will be applied for all parts to find the new equations. Here I have not written here S and P, remember that. But here I am writing S is equal to sum of roots of required equation 2 alpha plus 1 plus 2 beta plus 1. 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 2. 2 common, 2 into alpha plus beta plus 2. 2 into alpha plus beta is 3 plus 2. This is 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. You can check S is equal to sum of roots of required equation. And now P is equal to product of roots of required equation is 2 alpha plus 1, 2 beta plus 1, multiply them. 4 alpha beta plus 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 1. Here is 4 alpha beta plus 2 common alpha plus beta plus 1. Here is alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Take these values from here and put them here. Here you will see 4 into alpha beta is 6. 2 into alpha plus beta is 3 plus 1. Here is 24 plus 6 is 30 and this is 31. 31. Hence, required equation is x square minus sx plus p is equal to 0. X square minus s is 8. 8xn plus p is 31. That is your required quadratic equation. I hope that you understood this. Sum of roots and product of roots of given equation are used for these values. Sum S and P. We will apply these values alpha plus beta here to find these values S and P. And after that, apply the formula to find your required equation. Here is part number 2, I think 2, 3 you can do by yourself. And part number E, we can do part number E. Alpha plus beta, 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. These are the two roots of required equation. They are as it is. They are used as it is. S equal to sum of roots of required equation is equal to alpha plus beta plus 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Here is alpha plus beta. You can take alpha beta common. Beta plus alpha. Beta plus alpha. What is alpha plus beta? 3. Then alpha plus beta is 3 and alpha beta is 6. 3 plus 1 over 2. 2, 3 plus 6 plus 1 is 7 over 2. This time sum of roots is 7 over 2. And after that, product of roots. In case of product of roots, alpha beta into 1 over alpha 1 over beta. Here is alpha beta, alpha plus beta into, you can take alpha beta LCM, alpha plus beta or beta plus alpha, that is same thing. Here is alpha plus beta is 3 into alpha plus beta is 3 over 6. 3 1 the 3, 3 2 the. That is 3 over 2. This is product of roots, taking LCM just like that, only putting the values and simplifying. 3 1 the 3 over 2. Now required equation is here x square minus sx plus b, x square minus 7 over 2x plus 3 over 2. 7 over 2x plus 3 over 2. Throughout multiplying by 2 cancelled out. 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. My dear students, this is your answer of your E part of your question number 2. After that, question number 3. Alpha beta are the roots of x square plus bx plus q is equal to 0. Form equation whose roots are that. Here is question number 3. Alpha beta are the roots of this. Are the roots of x square plus bx plus q is equal to 0. Here sum of roots is equal to minus b over a minus p. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus p. This is actually a is 1, b is p, c is q. And product of roots alpha beta is equal to c over a, that is q over 1, it is q. So you can use these values for the two parts of this same question, two parts. Here I am taking B part. Here is alpha plus b, alpha or beta, beta or alpha. S is equal to sum of roots of required equation alpha over beta plus beta over alpha, alpha beta, beta beta cancel, alpha square plus beta square. Dear students, again you got this alpha square plus beta square. You can have to complete the square, alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta over alpha beta. Here alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta over alpha beta. Here will be minus p square minus 2q over q. This will be p square minus 2q over q. This is your sum of roots of required equation. After that, p is equal to product of roots of required equation is equal to alpha over beta into beta over alpha, alpha alpha cancel, beta beta cancel 1. Therefore, required equation is x square minus sx plus p is equal to 0, x square minus p square minus 2q over q plus p is 1. Multiplying throughout by q, you will get qx square minus into p square minus 2q into x and plus q is equal to 0. So in this way, q is multiplied all and then here cancelled out, here got q and here we have q also. Along with this equation, along with this question number 3, your exercise 2.5 is finished. After that, exercise 2.6. Exercise 2.6 involves a new technique to solve the equation for finding remainder or for factorization of any equation. Again, in exercise 2.6, we will use a new technique which will be used to find the root of equation, it will be used to find the remainder of equation, it will be used to find the depressed equation or factorization of the equation. So this is very easy. In this way you can do it. This method is known as synthetic division. This is known as synthetic division. It's very easy. Exercise 2.6. Concept is synthetic division, depressed equation, finding the remainder. Question number 1. Use synthetic division to find quotient and remainder. Number 1, x square plus 7x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Here is, first of all, you write down equation x square plus 7x minus 1. X plus 1 will divide this number. First of all, you will write down the coefficient of x square as 1, coefficient of x is 7, and constant is minus 1. Remember that coefficient of x square is 1, coefficient of x is 7, and this is minus 1. If any term is missing, you can write down as 0 coefficient. This is x plus 1 and implies that x equal to minus 1 is the number which will play the role of root. You will write down here minus 1. Dear students, technique is that number 1 is shifted as it is brought down. First number is brought down as it is. Minus 1 and 1 is multiplied, and here you will have minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. After that, minus 1 is multiplied by 6. Here will be minus 6. And add them minus 1 minus 6 is minus 7. This equation, this expression, actually this expression is quotient, and it is also known as depressed equation. Depressed equation means its degree will be 1 degree less than the original. Here is 3, here degree will be less than that. Degree less than that means this is 1x plus 6. This is quotient. And remainder is the last number minus 7. That is remainder. So this is the way how to find quotient and remainder, with the help of synthetic division without actual division. After that, for example, part number 2 is, we are taking part number 2. Part number 2 is 4x cube minus 5x. 4x cube minus 5x plus 15 divided by x plus 3. First of all, we will write down 4x cube plus 0x square minus 5x plus 15. Dear students, you can check here x cube, 4x cube, x square term is missing. You will write down as 0 coefficient, 0x square, then minus 5x plus 15. Now write down the coefficients 4, 0, minus 5 and 15. And you will bring x is equal to minus 3 from x equal to minus 3. Here you will bring 4 as it is down. 4 as it is, bring this down. Minus 3 into 4 is minus 12. Add them minus 12. Then you multiply minus 3 and minus 12. Minus minus plus 36. Then 36 minus 5 is 31. Now this 31 is again multiplied by minus 3. It will be minus 93. 3 into 31. Minus 93. Here is 8 and minus 7. And here is minus. So what is the depressed equation or quotient? Remember that I told you depressed equation or quotient has 1 degree less. 1 degree less. This is 3 degree. Here will be degree 2. 4x square minus 12x plus 31. And remainder is equal to minus 78. Dear students, I hope that you understood these parts and you can find easily the remainder and quotient of this. After that, we will have our next question. You can do point number 3 by yourself. Question number 2. In question number 2, find the value of h if number 1, 3 is the zero of polynomial. 2x cube 3hx square plus 9. Yes, my dear students, here is the new thing. You have to find the value of h if 3 is the zero of polynomial. Remember that 3 is the zero of polynomial mean 3 is the root of polynomial. 3 is the solution set of polynomial. 3 is the member of solution set of polynomial. So here if 3 is the root of polynomial or zero of polynomial, then remainder is always equal to 0. So we will write down the coefficients. First of all, you write down 2x cube minus 3hx square. X term is missing. X term is missing here. So this is 0x. Write down the coefficients 2 minus 3h, 0 and 9. It is given that 3 is the zero of polynomial. Bring 2 as it is, 3 to the 6. Here will be 6 minus 3h. Don't write down 3h. It is minus 3h, this is 6. They are different terms. Don't add and subtract. They are different. Or simply you write down 6 minus 3h. Again you multiply 3 6 the 18 minus 9h. 3 6 the 18 minus 9h and add them. 18 minus 9h. Again 3 into 18. What will be? 54 minus 27h. 54 minus 27h. Here is 63 minus 27h. If 3 is the zero of polynomial, then remainder is equal to 0. This is the rule. We will write down the logic. If 3 is zero of polynomial, then remainder is equal to 0. 63 minus 27h is equal to 0. 63 is equal to 27h. H is equal to 63 over 27. Now you can divide what will be 3 and 7. 9, 9, 3 is 27. So h is equal to 7 over 3. This is the value. This you are required also. I hope that you can do other parts by yourself exactly in the same way. We can start our question number 3. Use synthetic division to find the values of L and M if these are the factors of polynomials. You have to find the value of L and M, so that I am taking part number 1. x plus 3, x minus 2, minus 2 are factors of x plus 3, x minus 2 are the factors of polynomial x cube plus 4x square, 4x square plus lx plus m plus 2lx plus m plus 2lx plus m. Dear students, you can check. You have to find the value of L and M so that x plus 3, x minus 2 are the factors of this, factors of polynomial. Write down the coefficients of this polynomial. 1, 4, 2L and M. Remember that if x plus 3 is a factor, then x is equal to minus 3 will be root. X is equal to minus 3 implies that x is equal to root. Remember that whenever x plus 3, x minus 2 are the factors, then x minus 3 is a root, then remainder will be equal to 0. For the root and factor, remainder is always 0. Bring 1 as it is down. Minus 3, 4 minus 3 is 1. This is multiplied by this minus 3. This is 2L minus 3. After that, multiply minus 6L plus M. Here is M minus 6L plus M. This is R1. Remember that this is your first remainder. M minus 6L minus 6L plus 9 and that. Here again this is x was minus 3. Here you will take 2. Now again continue with the same. Bring 1 down as it is, 2 on the 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2, 3 the 6. Here 2L plus 3. 1 as it is, 2 on the 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2, 3 the 6. Then 6 minus 3 is 3. This is remainder number 2. Remember that I told you, if these numbers are factors, then these are roots. If they are root, then remainder will be equal to 0. If x plus 3, x minus 2 are factors, then R1 is equal to 0, R2 is equal to 0. R1 is M minus 6L plus 9 is equal to 0. R2 is 2L plus 3 is equal to 0. 2L is equal to minus 3 and L is equal to minus 3 over 2. Use this L is equal to minus 3 over 2 here in this equation. Therefore, M minus 6 minus 3 over 2 plus 9 is equal to 0. This is 2, 3 the 6. M plus 9 plus 9 is equal to 0. M plus 18 equal to 0 and M is equal to minus 18. So, dear students, you got these values. L is equal to minus 3 over 2 and M is equal to minus 18. So, these are values of L and M, so that these were factors. If they are factors, then remainder is equal to 0. Then remainder 0, you are find the values of L and M. I hope that you can do other parts of this question, and 2.6 up to question number 3. I hope that you can do by yourself. They are easy to understand, and inshallah we will see you in the next lecture. Okay, Allah Hafiz and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.